Well, I had an interesting dream last night. Reminded me of my old boss, Johnny. I worked for him as a mechanic in the mid 90s. And I was a service manager for a little while after that. And it's like we were back at his old shop, and there was this big safe in this small room in the building. And I had to go get some spare keys made. So I had to get 3 keys made. One for the safe, one for the room leading to the safe, and then one to the actual building. And I went up and made these 3 keys, and they were $5. And, $5, January, February, March, April, May is 5. 3 is the 3rd. I don't know if this has something to do with it. But, anyways, 3 keys, $5. That's the deal. So, next thing I know, I felt like I was a sheriff's deputy or something, and I'm back there, and there's these looters or something, trying to get in, and we're having a gun battle, me and these other people, and I felt like I was a cop. And there was a lady there on our side, and I'm like, what kind of weapons do we have here? Like, I need like some kind of, rifle, like a sniper type rifle, big caliber, what do you got? And she, it's like, here's this one gun here. And no idea what it was. I just remember it was not the type where you have to chamber the round each shot. You shoot it, then you gotta rechamber a new round, pull the trigger, rechamber a round. It wasn't that. It had, and the weird thing was, I don't remember it actually being what you would call a magazine, right? You put the bullets in the magazine, and then the magazine you put into the gun, and then it can do semi-automatic fire until you run out of bullets, and you reload the magazine or put a new magazine in that already has bullets in it. I don't seem to remember this gun having an actual magazine. It held several bullets, maybe 8 or 10 or 12, and they were big bullets. But I don't remember them actually being in a magazine that I put in. It's just strange, whatever. So it was a semi-automatic, and I remember the bullets were like, I don't know that they were 50 caliber, like those big Barrett 50 caliber guns. And I went to Pastor Dowell's a long time ago, if you remember him, and he had one of those there, and we shot at a big wood. He let me shoot that thing at a big wood pile. Man, that thing was bad. Like, awesome. But I don't feel like it was a 50 caliber, but it was a pretty big caliber gun. And that's what I was like, that, okay, now I'm going to start shooting these guys, because they were shooting at us in this dream. And, then the scene changes, and I'm at my apartment complex that I grew up at, which I've told you before, when spirit puts me there in any dream, it just has some kind of significance. Like, we're going to put you back there. This is important. Just don't forget, remember this dream. It's important. And so I'm back at my apartment complex. And there's like looters and, people like that with guns, just like the other place. And I'm shooting at these guys. And they're shooting, because they're shooting at me. And, it's basically a street battle. And I still got this gun. I still got this powerful gun. So, and I remember, I don't know if I was yelling it was at the first place, at my boss's old shop, or if this was at my apartment complex. But I remember yelling at somebody. They were yelling back at us or whatever. And I'm like, you don't want to get hit by this bullet. This is the kind of bullet that if it just barely grazes you, it's going to take your arm off. I'm not letting them know in advance. You better just give up, And they didn't. So they got it, we none of us, I didn't lose any people on my side in the first battle. And there was just a few of us. And then the second time when I'm at my apartment complex, I just remember it being me. But I still had that gun. And there's still people roaming around, looting and looting and shooting. It would be the best way to say it. Just complete disregard for anybody. It's just like, there's no rule of law anymore. Every man for themselves, and I'm protecting mine. Like, yeah, you're not going to get me. I was prepared and ready, and I took out a bunch of these criminals. So I'm gonna just mention now. So that's the dream, okay? And so you recall Penny Kelly's recent look-see, which she kind of does what the remote viewers at Crypto Viewing do, where like at the beginning of the month they look at the next month, like that month coming up. So the very end of the previous month, they'll start looking at the next month coming up to see if they can see, future events coming soon. And she does the same thing, although not necessarily at the very first of the month. Hers could be 2 weeks into the month, whatever. But she had said, and I think I commented on this in a video, but she said, it's like, oh, I was looking in Chicago. I felt like I was in Chicago, the interstate. I saw maybe a couple different roads or interstates, and it was like there was a car crash or two, and it stopped up all the traffic, and then all of a sudden gangs and stuff were coming out to rob people on the interstates. And she goes, and I thought I saw some people with guns fight back from their cars. And she goes, and I realized it wasn't just an accident. This was on purpose, to stop all the traffic on the interstate so they could rob these people. I think that prompted me to do my video about, make sure you have your concealed carry permit, actually, is what I was talking about. Like, if you don't have a concealed carry and you're allowed to, you go get it, hurry up, So I just watched the Crypto Viewing guys viewing of near future events coming up, maybe this month. And it was just a few days ago. So I'm watching this, and I think it was Dick at the end. He was doing his session last. I think it was Dick Allgaier. And he's like, oh, it looked like there was traffic stopped on purpose and people getting robbed, like at gunpoint. And he said, he basically said what Penny Kelly saw. I'm pretty sure it was Dick's session when he said that, not one of the other guys. But they all had an interesting session. I'm subscribed to them, so of course I watch all that stuff and see what they have to say, because I'm always interested to see, like this. Penny Kelly gets something, Dick Allgaier gets the same thing. Like, I've not seen that. I get this dream last night, Sunday. And again, I know today's May 1st. Is something going to happen with Ed Reardon's dream, or not dream, is standing in the kitchen and got this big download about like an ominous feeling. And of course, we have this other bank that just failed, First Republic. It was another tier 1 capitalized bank. It had the great numbers. It's top of its class. And it failed. And it's gone. But I just gave you $100. Yeah, sorry. I only talk to people who are members that have active accounts. But I just gave you $100. And it's gone. And who got it? J.P. Morgan, Rockefeller, and friends. J.P. Morgan Chase, biggest bank in America, gobbled them up. What was one of the last things Lindsey Williams said to us? He was told there'll be just a small handful of big banks that eat up and gobble up all the small banks, one after another. You will have just a handful of banks. And he said either 6, 7, 8, 9, something like that, banks. So that'll be all you have to choose from when this is all said and done. So here we are. We had the 2 other bigger bank failures earlier this year, just recently, March or whatever it was, or February. Now we've got this one. Again, tier 1 capital bank. It's got $200 and something billion, and it's mostly wealthy people that use this bank. Oh, so all the wealthy people start taking their money out. Withdrawals left and right, again, left the bank empty. Not enough money there. Why? Because the banks lend money, and they invest in treasuries and other things too. So if everyone tries to get their money out at the same time, it's not going to even kind of be there. And then we have all these big commercial real estate loans, which are underperforming, buildings sitting empty still, they're not making money, interest rates are still high. Like, again, I just cannot see crypto or stock market or anything going up in this kind of climate, like really going up. I'm expecting some big giant event, to be honest with you. where everything dumps, which will give me my $6 silver, sub $1,000 gold under that. I don't remember the exact price. I couldn't remember it for whatever reason, but it was under 1,000 for sure per ounce gold, $6 silver. And I recently had a dream. I thought I saw Ethereum at 12 to 1,300 bucks, and I think right now it's around 1,800 if I recall. And I go, oh, that doesn't mean that's the bottom. By the way, I think that's just a little sign saying, hey, markets are going to drop, and your real low $408 Ethereum price is coming, but that'll be your sign. Hey, it's starting to go. I mean, I'm assuming, I don't know. And then, I had this dream about Ed Reardon with the dumping the crap. I'm taking a crap. Well, he ended up sending the other Ed, home team, if you will, Ed, a text message. And in it, he said something about which he replied to my video. Ed Reardon did. And he just posted a text he sent to the other Ed. And it said something like, hopefully nothing will come in Monday and I'll just have a nice big bowel movement. And and I did talk to the other Ed, by the way, and he did share that with me, just FYI. But I was in the dream that night, whatever. I had the dream that I'm in this bathroom, and it's another open bathroom, just like my dump crypto dream that did come true. It was another open bathroom where you don't have a stall. You just taking a crap next to the next guy and you could give him a high five. It was, it'd be really uncomfortable to be sitting that close to somebody and either of you taking a crap. And so anyways, I figured I'd share this one with you.
One thing is going on and thing is going park.
Go where?
In park.
The park?
Yeah.
Oh, the park we went to yesterday?
Yeah. Venus.
With the hill?
Yeah, and Venus too.
You want to say hi to everybody?
Yeah. Hi.
Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take you guys. I'll take you guys to the park if you want to go.
I'll go.
Okay.
Please make me get off first.
Okay, I'll come down in just a minute.
Why?
I gotta go brush my teeth.
Brush your teeth.
Yep, and I'll be right back.
Brush your teeth done.
Don't leave that alone.
Why?
Leave my stuff alone.
Why?
Because you messed it up.
I want to watch TV.
Yep. All right. So, anyways, I think we're getting close to, some stuff. You got to be prepared is all. Can't live your life in fear. And again, the chances of you being on the interstate when this stuff happens, maybe in the exact area it happens, maybe.